Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you're all doing fine. Today our lesson will be sequence of events. First you have to log in using the aplustudent.com. So after that you click on your name, move on to language art, the grade 4. The chapter is sequence of event. And we have two lessons under which is identify time other words and put the sentences in order. Hi everyone on the chat. Why? Why are you surprised? What happened? Alright, time other words can help show when things happen. So it's just important in letting you know that when things happen, this is the order in which it's happening. Sometimes other words tell you that a sentence is about the past, present, or future. We should go to the beach today. So this is a time other. We should go to the beach today. Tomorrow we can stay home and watch a movie. So it's giving you like the order in which things will happen. Or for example, we have Emily recently learned how to sew. Soon she'll be able to make her own Halloween costume. So this is the other. Recently she learned how to sew, and the next what will happen? She will make her own Halloween costume. Sometime other words put events in other. So some other words put events in other. We have first I got out of bed, I got dressed next, and Andrew was studying in the library before his test. Afterward, he played basketball in the park. So this just showing you like the other in which things are happening. Of course, if we want to talk about time other, it would be like we got up in the morning, we woke up, then we did what? What next? So you could brush your teeth, you could take a shower, you could say a prayer, eat breakfast. So this just like the order in which you do things after you wake up in the morning. All right, let's look at some sentence and some examples here. All right, so we have find two time other words here. It was once difficult to measure the strength of earthquakes. With the technology we have today, it is much easier. So now the time other would be what? Once and today. So it's the two words that describe something that is happening. Okay? The tomatoes on my tomato plant will soon be ripe. They look like they will be very juicy. I expect that they will be ready to harvest tomorrow. So, what's the two time other word here? We have soon and tomorrow, which tells you that something will happen in the future. Alright, so we have Kenneth recently bought a new guitar. He got it from the music store downtown. He can play only one song now. With more practice though, he'll soon master several songs. Now, what is the three-time other word here? Which is telling us step in which something is happening. It is recently, now, and soon. Okay? Alright, so moving on to the test, you can share your answers with me, okay? So find the two-time other word here. It was once difficult to measure the strength of earthquakes. With the technology we have today, it is much easier. So what's the two-time other word here? So share your answers with me. Alright, so we have soon and today as the two-time other word here. What do you want to do? Ami is currently on vacation. She'll return your call after she gets back. What's the two-time other word here? Okay, so if we say back, back is not a one time other word. So you can just check here and then you can find that. Currently tells you that something is happening in the present, and then after tells you that something is happening in the future. Okay. Mm-hmm. How did you get that? Tell me, how did it happen? So, find to time other word. Complete your homework before doing anything else. You may watch a movie afterward or you can play video games. So, which is the time other word here? To time other word. So, what's the to time other word here? So before and afterward is the two time other word. So it's like present and then after past. Mia and I am making mushroom soup today. Do we have much mushroom cream and onions? What is the one time other word here? Alright, so today would be the one time other word. Okay, two time other word here. The ship is at the dock now. Later, it will set off on a voyage to New Zealand. What's the two time other word here? Alright, so now and later is the two time other word. So, two time other word here. The blizzard covered the car, streets, and sidewalks with snow earlier. The snow poles will soon be out, cleaning the icy roads. So, what's the two time other word here? All right, so earlier and soon. Okay. So we have one time other word here. Scientists recently discovered flowing water on the surface of the planet Mars. Many teams of researchers helped with the discovery. So is it recently or many? So we have recently. Okay. All right. Mount Shatter is a volcano in Northern California. It is currently a popular place to go skiing. One time other word here. All right. So one time other word would be what? Currently. Okay. Later I'm going to read my favorite book, The Hobbit. I love all the amazing elves, giant dragons and other creatures. So what's the one time other word here? All right, so we have later. My science class recently visited a candy factory in Livingston. After we observed the candy being made, we were allowed to taste some. So what's the two time other word here? All right, so we have recently and after. The old building was once a beautiful hotel. Many famous writers and musicians stayed there. What's the one time other word here? So once is the one time other word here. So my science class recently visited a candy factory in Brookfield. After we observed the candy being made, we were allowed to taste some. What's the two time other word here? So recently and after. My ancestors were from Chile. They moved to California before the American Civil War. Afterward, they went to the East Coast to start a business. I would like to visit Chile to see where my family once lived. So, three time other word here. So, before, afterward, and once. So, we have eagles hunt small animals like fish, mice, and other birds. They first use their strong, sharp claws to grab the prey. Then they either eat the prey, walk, or take it to a tree to eat. Two time other word here. First, then. Alright, so you need to complete this test if you haven't done it yet. We will move on to the next one. Put the sentences in order. So, to tell a story or explain how to do something, sentences should go in an order that makes sense. So, you have to put them in an order that makes sense. Writers often tell about events in the order that they happen. time other words and phrases make that other clearer. So when you're reading a book, you would see that they put it in an other, telling you step by step what has happened. That's time other. We drove to Clarkville last weekend. When we got there, we had breakfast with my grandparents. We decided to catch an afternoon movie after we ate. The theater was crowded, but we still enjoyed the show. So as you can see this is putting an order, okay? It's telling you step by step how it happened. So we will move on to the test. Alright, so put the sentence in order. So we have 16 years later in 2012, she won three medals at the Summer Olympic. Ali Raceman is a world class gymnast. She started doing gymnastics in 1996 when she was just 2 years old. So you have to put this in the right order. Alright, so it will be the second. Alright, so you can look at this and put the words in other and then tell me which is the right one. So the option one. Alright. So what about this one? You need to put the sentence in other. Which one comes first? So what is the right order for this? Option two. So we went to whale watching this morning first. Okay. So put the sentence in other. What should be the right order for this one? So what's the right order for this one? So it will be the second because Lewis Laurie is the author of many popular children's books. So first she won the award before the second. So what's the right order for this sentence? Put the sentence in order. So option two, okay. So he's starting in Georgia. So put the sentence in other. What's the right other for this? Grandpa and I are planting a vegetable garden. After planting the vegetables, we will water and care for them all summer long. The first thing we will do is pick out the vegetables to plant. So what's the right order for this? Are you tired? So this one. Alright, so put the sentence in other. First, he will teach her to sit. After that, Pablo will teach her to stay. Pablo is training his new puppy. So what's the right other? So option two. Alright, so what's the right other for this? Alright, so two, the National Zoo in Washington DC is home to the two panda cubs. So this one. Alright, so what's the right other for this? I also had a softball game in the afternoon. When I woke up, I knew I had a busy day ahead of me. I had a swimming lesson in the morning. What's the right other? So it will be when I woke up, right? So yeah, that's it for this lesson. You need to complete this if you haven't done it before. We still have more questions that you can do later, but you can tell me before we finish if you have any questions. All right, so if you have no questions, we'll end here for today. I hope that you all have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves and see you all soon. Bye, everyone.